deep into the match now. There's Wahoo McDaniel and Abdullah the Butcher. And of course, Abdullah the Butcher, extremely powerful, very, very large man. Wahoo McDaniel's at about 260 pounds, a great, great athlete. And you're facing here almost the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. And as you can see, both looking to pick up that $10,000 from the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. But Wahoo McDaniel's just as determined that nobody's going to make $10,000 off of his body, and that he fully... And there you see the sudden rapier-like thrust of Abdullah the Butcher. And the man moves with remarkable speed when you consider that he's right near that 400-pound mark.
Well, one thing that really makes Abdullah the Butcher such a dangerous adversary is his ability to withstand pain. Also, I can say the same thing for Wahoo McDaniel. You have two competitors here. You see right here, the chair is going right on the top of the head. This is a steel chair, I might add, and it's not really bothering Abdullah the Butcher. Now, there, a karate thrust did take Chief Wahoo McDaniel down. A karate thrust, of course, is right into the throat, and you can put your own fingers in your throat and mash, and you can see what that does to you. The pain is excruciating. It cuts off your breathing. It cuts off the oxygen to your brain. But between these two men, it's always going to be a very dangerous match, extremely dangerous. These two men, I might add, something like this recent boxing match between Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Thomas Hearns, always felt that Hagler would win because the man is so tough. He can take that pain and punishment. Nothing bothers him, just like these two men. They can take it. The more you beat on them, it seems like the stronger they get, the tougher they get. They just feel no pain whatsoever.
I think the name of this is intensity, and both men have that intensity. Abdullah the Butcher driven, of course, by his greed for money, while Wahoo McDaniel, of course, driven by the fact that he does want that World Heavyweight Championship now held by Ric Flair, the NWA title holder. By the way, Flair will be in Jacksonville at the baseball park on May 9th, and, of course, he'll be at the Bayfront Center, or the world champion will be at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg on the 11th. And I point that out because I just feel very strongly that Flair, with the kind of competition that he's going to face here on the Florida World Title Tour, that championship is going to change hands very, very quickly. Right now, Wahoo delivers a hard blow to the midsection, and again, it is Abdullah the Butcher using his head as a battering ram and driving Wahoo McDaniels backwards. Wahoo chopping again to the side of the head. And these two giants of the wrestling world outside the ring and battling within that steel enclosure. And it's Wahoo McDaniels really taking a severe pounding to the head. Just how much more of this he can take. And, of course, the tremendous loss of that life-giving fluid, as both men are badly lacerated, and this has to have a tremendous weakening effect.
Well, as many times a match such as this is going to get down to physical conditioning. Who can last the longest? Who has the most energy? Who can really last? Because the punishment that these two both are absorbing isn't really bothering them that much. They are, as the match goes on, they will wear themselves down. The energy will give out, and after a while, someone is going to have to win. I'd like to add that there's going to be big matches next Saturday, April 27th at Robards Arena in Sarasota. You won't want to miss. There's Wahoo McDaniel. Well, there's the head of Abdullah the Butcher going right up against that steel ring post. I can tell you from past experience, my head's been running to that, and that is solid steel. It doesn't give. And if this doesn't knock you out, virtually nothing will.
Wahoo McDaniels now with a chop into the throat, another chop into the throat of Abdullah the Butcher, and the Butcher, as I've said before, seemingly impervious to pain, taking all of this punishment, comes right back after Wahoo McDaniel, took a series of chops that would have felled the average individual, or perhaps even the average wrestler, but not so with Abdullah the Butcher and Wahoo McDaniels. As I said earlier, of course, two giants of the wrestling profession, and these men continue this battle outside the ring. There is no way that referee Bill Alfonso can force either of these men back into the ring, and of course he knows $1,000 bounty and the equal determination of Wahoo McDaniels that nobody is going to stop him from getting his chance at Ric Flair and that World Heavyweight Championship. Another headbutt that puts McDaniels back to the canvas, and this is where perhaps the additional weight of Abdullah the Butcher is beginning to take its measure. And Abdullah the Butcher now backing away, but once again, all I can say is that Wahoo McDaniel, Percy Pringle, and Abdullah the Butcher will be there tomorrow night. Abdullah going up against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and there'll be some other great matches. Let's listen to these comments.
The American Nightmare, Dusty Rhodes. I'll tell you what, Mr. Rhodes, no introduction is necessary for me. No introduction is necessary for the man standing behind me. Abdullah the Butcher from the Sudan. I'll tell you what, Dusty Rhodes, you've been pulling strings. You've been trying to have this man barred all over the world. But it has failed. And in Orlando, it will happen once and for all.